Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. ccirwashere. Today we have primary elocution. So this will be a long one. So please watch this video till the end. And obviously this is going to be a memory for all of these boys and to the parents who are watching this. So please watch this video till the end. So guys, what do we have today? Are you guys ready? Say yes, sir. Yes, sir. Are you guys ready for the elocution?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Very good morning. On behalf of the head of primary, Mr. A. Dennis, and the entire primary staff and students, we would like to extend a warm welcome to the acting administrator, Mr. Peter Lecture, teachers, and all present here today to witness our primary inter-house elocution competition.
You are not supposed to touch your face by Ken Nesbitt. You are not supposed to touch your face, but put your hands some other place to keep yourself from catching cold. At least that's what I'm often told. They say that you can touch your thigh, but never ever wipe your eye. It's fine to touch your knee or shin, but keep your fingers off your chin. Your fingertips can hold your hips, but shouldn't sleep between your lips. Why? You can even rub your ear, but hands should not go near your ear. There's just one problem I can see. Though I'm allowed to touch my knee, my arms, my legs, my feet and toes, I don't know how I'll pick my nose. Big and low by West Maggie. Every Sunday afternoon, she visits us for tea and wears in somewhere between a rhino and a flea, but closer to the rhino. Aunt Flo tucks into donuts, eats fruit cake. By the tin, her stomach makes strange noises, just like my rude friend Glenn. Sounds more like a goat, really. Then after tea, she heads for the best chair in the room and crashes on the cushions with one resounding boom. You think a door has slammed. Flo sits on knitting needles and snaps them with a crack. She squashes dolls and jigsaws behind her massive back, and she doesn't feel a thing. But Aunt Flo learned a lesson. There is no doubt about that. Last Sunday, when she grabbed the chair and sat down on our cat, Big Tom, a cat with a temper, the beast let out a wide yell and dug his claws in deep. Poor Flo clutched her huge behind and gave a mighty leap. She almost reached the ceiling. So now at Sunday tea time, jam donuts going spare. Dad wents and asks, "Where's Flo?" While Tom sleeps on the chair. He's purring. Can you hear? My first pet by Katie Pearson. My mommy said today that I could get a pet one day. I gave probably eat as much as the rhinoceros. An elephant would be fun as can be if he doesn't sit on me. I could get along with a pig just fine, rolling in mud all the time. I give my mom my kiss. She bent down and gave me a kiss, put her hand to her heart and said a fish would be a good start. A fish would be a good start. Something is there, anonymous. There's something down beneath my bed. What it is, I'm not quite sure, but it's only just arrived there. I would have noticed it before. My mother says it's nothing, and my father shakes his head. I guess they don't believe it. Nothing beneath my bed. I'm sure that it's waiting till I turn out the last light and sit alone my pillows for a very long dark night. And when I am softly drowsy, my mind is fast asleep. Out from underneath my bed, there's something there will be. In the morning, they will be sorry. They find my bunk empty. They will know they should have listened. I was speaking truthfully, and they'll forever wonder that they simply did not care and will always look under their bed for something might be there.
Jungle Justice by Veena Karyappa. A court was being held by Judge Grizzly Bear. The wolf, the fox, and the cheetah were there. The prisoner, a woodcutter, trembled with fear. A strong case against him was filed by the deer. As the jury of leopards came and sat on one side. "Stand up," said the judge. "You're about to be tried. You enter our jungle whenever you please, and day after day you cut off our trees, our homes and our shelter you just take away. Soon our children will not have a single place to play. Have you ever stopped to think how we feel when you come to our jungle to loot and steal? How would you like it if we did the same? Broke down your homes and set them aflame?" At last, the woodcutter spoke, his voice full of shame. "I've just understood how much I am to blame. I've only been thinking of myself all along, and without meaning to have done you great wrong. I don't just want to beg forgiveness of everyone, but want to find out how to undo what I have done. To make amends, if anyone just show me the way, I will work towards it till my dying day." The jury listened, the judge nodded his head. "We see you are sorry for what you have done. He said, we'll tell you how you can make up for your deeds. Under that big tree lie 10 bags of seeds. Plant them and tend them. Let each become a tree. Then your punishment is over. You will be free. Said the woodcutter, that's fair. I'll do what I can. He took the first bag and walked off a wiser man. He took the first bag and walked off a wiser man.
The Visitor by Catherine Pyle. John's manners at the table were very sad to see. You'd scarce believe a child could act in such a way as he. He smacked his lips and gobbled, his nose down and split. You might have thought that he was starved. So greedily he ate. It's natural for what he wants, and never once please or elbows on the table. He'd sit and take his ease. In vain, Papa reproved him. In vain, Mama would say, you really ought to be ashamed to eat in such a way. One day, when lunch was ready and John came in from play, his mother said, a friend has come to eat with you today. A friend of mine? Cried Johnny. Whoever can it be? He's at the table. Mother said, you'd better come and see. Into the dining room he ran. A little pig was there. It had a napkin round its neck and sat up in a chair. This is a friend, his father cried. He's just a pig, it's true. But he might really be a twin. He acts so much like you. Indeed, he's not my friend, cried Johnny, with a red and angry face. If he sits there beside my chair, I'm going to change my place. No, no, his father quickly cried. Indeed, that will not do. Sit down at once. Where you belong, he's come to visit you. Now, how ashamed was little John. But there he had to sit and see the piggy served with food and watch him gobble it. John said, Mama, I think your friend would like a piece of bread and pass in the potatoes too. Papa politely said. The other children laughed at this. But father shook his head. Be still or leave the room at once. It is not a joke, he said. Oh, mother, send the pig away. With tears cried little John. I'll never eat that way. If only it be gone. Why? See, Mama, since that's the case and your ways mend, perhaps we'd better let him go. Perhaps he's not your friend. Now, John has learnt his lesson. For ever since that day, he lost his piggish manners and is the proper way. And his papa and his mother too are both rejoiced to see how mannered and how polite the little John can be. All my great excuses, but Ken Nesbitt. I started on my homework, but my pen an airplane crashed into our house, my homework got on fire. Tornadoes blew my notes away. Volcanoes struck our town. My notes were taken hostage by an evil killer clown. Some aliens abducted me. I had a shark attack. A pirate stripped my homework and refused to give it back. I worked on these excuses, so done wrong, my teacher said. I think you find it's easier to do the homework instead. Turn off the TV by Bruce Latskin. My father gets quite mad at me. My mother gets upset when they catch me watching our new television set. My father yells, "Turn that thing off." Mom says, "It's time to study." I would rather watch my favorite TV show with my best buddy. I sneak down after homework and turn the set on low. But when she sees me watching it, my mother yells out, "No!" Dad says, "If you don't turn it off, I will hang it from a tree." I would rather doubt he will do it, cause he watches more than me. He watches sports all weekend and weekday evening too, while munching chips and pretzels. The room looks like a zoo. So, if he ever got the nerve to hang it from a tree, he would spend a lot of time up there watching it with me. I need to do my homework by Ken Nesbitt. I need to do my homework. I really shouldn't wait. If I don't do it right away, my homework will be late. But first I'll check my messages. Oh, look, I got a text. I probably should answer it, then do my homework next. My friend says there's a video. I simply have to see. I'll watch it first and do my homework momentarily. But now I'm feeling hungry, so I guess I need a snack. I'll get myself a bite to eat and then I'll come right back. Oh, hey, I just remembered. There's a game I want to play. Just 20 minutes won't make that much difference anyway. I better do my homework now and not procrastinate. Except, oh no, it's time for bed. My homework will be late.
We now move on to the choral recitation for Group 2, Jungle Justice by Meena Karyappa.
Jungle Justice by Meena Karyappa. Jungle Justice. A court was being held by Judge Grizzly Bear. The wolf, the fox,
And the cheetah
were there. The prisoner, a woodcutter, trembled with fear. A strong case against him was filed by the deer. As the jury of leopards came and sat on one side, "Stand up," said the judge. "You're about to be tried. You enter our jungle whenever you please, and day after day just understood how much I am to blame. I have only been thinking of myself all along, and without meaning to have done you great wrong. I don't just want to beg forgiveness of everyone, but want to find out how to undo what I have done. To make amends, if anyone just shows me the way, I'll work towards it till my dying day.
The jury listened. The judge nodded his head. We see you are sorry for what you have done. He said, we will tell you how you can make up for your deeds. Under that big tree lie 10 bags of seeds. Plant them and tend them. Let each become a tree. Then your punishment is over. You will be free, said the woodcutter.
That's fair. I'll do what I can.
He took the first bag and walked off a wiser man.
Once I Laughed My Socks Off by Steve Atwill. Once I laughed my socks off. Once I laughed my socks off, and they ran off down the street. I caught them, but they wouldn't let me put them on my feet. They danced around behind me as I made my way back home. They jumped and jived about the place. They did not leave me alone. I went into the living room to sit and watch TV, but they danced around in front of me. I couldn't see the screen. I tried to do the washing up, but much to my surprise, they jumped around inside the ball and splashed me in the eyes. Oh, socks, I said, do please give up this dancing to and fro. Not least because it was that I stopped laughing hours ago. They looked forlorn, those socks of mine, accepting their defeat. They sidled to the side of me and slipped back on my feet. Next time I laugh, I will ensure my shoes are firmly on. That should stop my naughty socks from such a carry-on. Dentist and the Crocodile by Roald Dahl. The crocodile, with cunning smile, sat in a dentist's chair. He said, right here and everywhere, my teeth require repair.
you are about to do the backwards properly, you have got to put your head deep down inside my great big mouth. The grinding croaky said. The poor old dentist wrung his hand and weeping in despair, he cried, "No, no, I see them all extremely well from here." Just then, in brushed a lady, in her hands a golden chain. She cried, "Oh, Croc, you naughty boy, you are playing tricks again. Watch out!" The dentist shrieked and started climbing up the wall. "He's after me! He's after you! He's going to eat us all!" "Don't be a twit," the lady said and flashed a courteous smile. "He's harmless. He's my little pet, my lovely crocodile." One stormy night, anonymous, two little kittens, one stormy night, began to quarrel and then to fight. One had a mouse, the other had none, and that's the way the quarrel began. "I left the mouse," said the bigger cat. "You'll have that mouse? We'll see about that." "I will have that mouse," said the eldest one. "You shan't have the mouse," said the little one. The old woman seized her sweeping broom and swept both kittens right out of the room. The ground was covered with frost and snow, and the two little kittens had nowhere to go. They lay and shivered on a mat at the door while the old woman was sweeping the floor. And then they crept in, as quiet as mice, all wet with the snow and as cold as ice. They found it much better that stormy night to lie by the fire than to quarrel and fight. The story of Johnny Head in Air by Heinrich Hoffmann. As he trudged along to school, it was always Johnny's rule to be looking at the sky and the clouds that floated by, but what just before him lay in his way, Johnny never thought about, so that everyone cried out, "Look at little Johnny there, little Johnny Head in Air." Running just in Johnny's way came a little dog one day. Johnny's eyes were still astray, up on high in the sky, and he never heard them cry. "Johnny, mind the dog is lie." Bump, dump, down they fell with such a thump, dogging Johnny in a lump. Once with head as high as ever, Johnny walked beside the river. Johnny watched the swallows flying, which was cleverest at flying. Oh, what fun! Johnny watched the bright round sun going in and coming out. This was all he thought about.
and the fishes in a row stared to see him coming slow. One step more, oh, sad to tell, headlong in poor Johnny fell, and the fishes in dismay wagged their tails and swam away. There lay Johnny, on his face, with his eyes red right in case. But as they were passing by, two strong men had heard him cry. And with sticks, these two strong men hooked poor Johnny out again. Oh, you should have seen him shiver when they pulled him from the river. He was in a sorry plight, dripping wet and such a fright, wet all over, everywhere, clothes and arms and face and hair. Johnny never will forget what it is to be so wet. And the fishes, 1, 2, 3, are come back again. You see, up they came the moment after to enjoy the fun and laughter. Each popped out his little head and to tease poor Johnny said, "Silly little Johnny, look, you have lost your writing book."
Jungle Justice by Veena Karyappa. A court was being held by Judge Grizzly Bear. The wolf, the fox, and the cheetah were there. The prisoner, a woodcutter, trembled with fear. A strong case against him was filed by the deer. As the jury of leopards came and sat on one side, "Stand up," said the judge. "You're about to be tried. You enter our jungle whenever you please, and day after day you cut off our trees. Our home and our shelter you just take away. Soon our children will not have a single place to play. Have you ever stopped to think how we feel when you come to our jungle to loot and steal? How would you like it if we did the same, broke down your homes and set them aflame?" At last the woodcutter spoke, his voice full of shame. "I have just understood how much I am to blame. I have only been thinking of myself all along, and without meaning to have done you great wrong. I don't just want to beg forgiveness of everyone, but want to find out how to undo what I've done. To make amends, if anyone just shows me the way, I'll walk towards it till my dying day." The jury listened. The judge nodded his head. "We see you are sorry for what you've done," he said. "We'll tell you how you can make up for your deeds. Under that big tree lie 10 bags of seeds. Plant them and tend them, let each become a tree. Then your punishment is over, you will be free."
Said the woodcutter, "That's fair, I'll do what I can."
He took the first bag and walked off a wiser man.
A March in the Ranksot Rest by Walt Whitman. A march in the Ranksot Rest and a road unknown. A route through a heavy wood with muffled steps in the darkness. Our army foiled with lost suburb and the sullen remnant retreating. Till after midnight glimmer upon us the lights of a dim lighted building. We come to an open space in the woods and halt by the dim lighted building. 'Tis a large old church at the crossing roads. Now an impromptu hospital entering. But for a minute, I see a sight beyond all the pictures and poems ever made. Shadows of deepest black, just lit by moving candles and lamps, and by one great pitchy torch, stationary with wild red flame and clouds of smoke. By these crowds, groups of forms vaguely I see on the floor, some in the pews laid down. At my feet, more distinctly, a soldier, a mere lad, in danger of bleeding to death. He is shot in the abdomen. I stanch the blood temporarily. The youngster's face is white as a lily. Then, before I depart, I sweep my eyes o'er the scene, fain to absorb it all. Faces, varieties, postures beyond description, most in obscurity, some of them dead, surgeons operating, attendants holding lights, the smell of ether, the odor of blood. The crowds, oh, the crowds of the bloody forms, yard outside also filled. Some on the bare ground, some on planks or stretchers, some in the death spasm sweating, an occasional scream or cry. The doctor shouted order of calls, the glisten of the little steel instruments catching the glint of the torches. These I resume as a chant. I see again the forms, I smell the odor. Then, here outside, the orders given, fall in, my men, fall in. But first, I bend to the dying lad. His eyes open, half smiles he me. Then the eyes close, calmly close, and I speed forth ever in darkness, marching on in the ranks, the unknown road still marching.
George, who played with a dangerous toy and suffered a catastrophe of considerable dimensions by Hilaire Belloc. When George's grandmama was told that George had been as good as gold, she promised in the afternoon to buy him an immense balloon. And so she did. But when it came, it got into the candle flame, and being of a dangerous sort, exploded with a loud report. The lights went out, the windows broke, the room was filled with reeking smoke, and in the darkness, shrieks and yells were mingled with electric bells, and falling masonry and ropes, and crunching as of broken bones, and dreadful shrieks. When, worst of all, the house itself began to fall. It tottered, shuddering to and fro, then crashed into the street below, which happened to be Savile Row. When help arrived, among the the still roommate, and I am dreadfully afraid that Monsieur Champignon, the chef, will now be permanently dead. And both his aides are much the same, while George, who was in part to blame, received, you will regret to hear, a nasty lump behind the ear. The moral is that little boys should not be given dangerous toys. The Chameleon by J. Merrick. Two travelers in a friendly chat now talked of this and then of that, discoursed a while amongst other matters of the chameleon's form and nature. A stranger animal, cries one, sure never lived beneath the sun. A lizard's body, lean and long, a fish's head, a serpent's tongue. Its foot with triple claw disjoint, and what a length of tail behind. How slow its pace, and then its hue. Whoever saw so fine a blue? Hold there, the other quick replies. 'Tis green, I saw it with these eyes. As late with open mouth it lay, and warmed it in the sunny ray. Stretched at its ease, the beast I viewed, and saw it eat the air for food. I've seen it, sir, as well as you, and must again affirm 'tis blue. At leisure I the beast surveyed, extended in the cooling shade. 'Tis green, sir, I assure ye. Green, cries the other in a fury. Why, sir, d'ye think I've lost my eyes? 'Twere no great loss, the friend replies. For if they always serve you thus, you'll find them but of little use. So high at last the contest rose. From words they almost came to blows, when luckily came by a third. To him the question they referred, and begged he tell them if he knew whether the thing was green or blue. Sirs, cries the umpire, seized your pother. The creature's neither one or the other. I caught the animal last night and viewed it o'er by candlelight. I marked it well, it's black as jet. You stare, but sirs, I've got it yet, and can produce it. Pray, sir, do. I lay my life, the thing is blue. And I'll be sworn that when you've seen the reptile, you'll pronounce him green. Well then, at once to solve the doubt, replies the man, I'll turn him out. And when before your eyes I've set him, if you don't find him black, I'll eat him. He said, then full before their sight, produced the beast, and lo, 'twas white. Both start, the man looks wondrous wise. My children, the chameleon cries. Then first the creature found a tongue. You are all right and all are wrong. When next you talk of what you view, think others see as well as you. No wonder if you find that none prefers your eyesight to his own. The Tummy Beast by Roald Dahl. One afternoon, I said to Mom, who's this person in my tummy? Who must be tummy, not with this person in my tummy. You horrid child, my mother cried. Admit it right away. You have lied. You are simply trying to produce a silly, asinine excuse. You are the greedy, guzzling brat, and that is why you are always fat. I tried once more. Believe me, mommy, there is a person in my tummy. I had enough. My mother said, you would better go at once to bed. Just then, a nicely timed event delivered me from punishment. Deep in my tummy, something struck, and then an awful noise was heard. A snorting, grumbling, grunting sound that made my tummy jump around. My darling mother nearly died. My goodness, what was that? She cried. At once the tummy voice came to. It shouted, hey there, listen you, I am getting hungry. I want eats. I want lots of jokes and sweets. Get me half a pound of nuts. Look snappy, or I will twist your guts. That's him, I cried. He's in my tummy. So, now do you believe me, mommy? But mommy answered nothing more, for she had fainted on the floor.
Jungle Justice by Meena Karyappa. A court was being held by Judge Grizzly Bear. The wolf, the fox, and the cheetah were there. The prisoner, a woodcutter, trembled with fear. A strong case against him was filed by the deer. As the jury of leopards came and sat on one side,
"Stand up,"
said the judge.
"You are about to be tried."
You enter our jungle whenever you please, and day after day you cut off our trees, our home and our shelter you just take away. Soon our children will not have a single place to play. Have you ever stopped to think how we feel when you come to our jungle to loot and steal? How would you like it if we did the same? Broke down your home and set them aflame? At last the woodcutter spoke, his voice full of shame. I have just understood how much
I am
to blame. I have only been thinking of myself all along, and without meaning to have done you great wrong. I don't just want to beg forgiveness of everyone, but want to find out how to undo what
I've done.
to make amends. If anyone just shows me the way,
I'll walk.
towards it till my dying day. The jury listened. The judge nodded his head.
We see you are sorry for what you've done.
He said, we'll tell you how you can make up for your deeds. Under that big tree lie 10 bags of seeds. Plant them and tend them. Let each become a tree. Then your punishment is over. You will be free, said the woodcutter.
That's fair. I'll do what I can.
He took the first bag and birth of a wiser man.
Ladies and gentlemen, teachers, parents, and the judges, thank you very much. So first of all, I want to request all of us to put our hands together for this event. But obviously this couldn't have happened without the guidance from your teachers there, seated at the back. So really, a big thank you to all of you for raising the bar. Hands up to you, and let's put our hands together for each and every participant.
We now come to the results. Adding up all the lowest total wins. With 14 points, in the fourth position is Hillary Out. Clap for yourselves. In the third position, there's nobody. There's a tie in the second position with 13 points each, shared between Everest and Tenzing House. And winning the English Elocution competition for the year 2023 is Hunter. Many congratulations to you, ma'am, and your team of two boys, and to all the houses. Please remember, they could only come first because you decided that you will give them competition and not run away from competition. So it is the competition which is greater than the victory. All of you must be proud of yourselves for the good work that you have done, and take it forward, carry it forward in all the other events that will be coming up in this year. Please stand.
All right, bow your heads. Lord, for what we proceed, we are truly thankful in Christ's name. Amen.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Hunt House. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Do take care and stay safe. Bye bye.